What are the perfect conditions to make people fall asleep? Having comfortable conditions, lots of nice food, entertainment, not too much to worry about, not too much to do, when everything seems to be at peace. These conditions can facilitate us falling asleep during the daytime. Regarding our spiritual state, though, we need to be awake, not sleeping. What happened when Jesus told his disciples to watch, but instead found them sleeping? Reading from the book of Mark, chapter 14, verses 32 to 43. And they came to a place which was named Gethsemane, and he saith to his disciples, Sit ye here while I shall pray. And he taketh with him Peter, and James, and John, and began to be sore amazed, and to be very heavy, and saith unto them, My soul is exceeding sorrowful unto death. Tarry ye here, and watch. And he went forward a little, and fell on the ground, and prayed, that if it were possible, the hour might pass from him. And he said, Abba, Father, all things are possible unto thee. Take away this cup from me. Nevertheless, not what I will, but what thou wilt. And he cometh and findeth them sleeping, and saith unto Peter, Simon, sleepest thou? Couldest not thou watch 1 hour? Watch ye and pray, lest ye enter into temptation. The spirit truly is ready, but the flesh is weak. And again he went away and prayed, and spake the same words. And when he returned, he found them asleep again, for their eyes were heavy. Neither wist they what to answer him. And he cometh the third time, and saith unto them, Sleep on now, and take your rest. It is enough. The hour is come. Behold, the Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners. Rise up, let us go. Lo, he that betrayeth me is at hand. And immediately, while he yet spake, cometh Judas, one of the 12, and with him a great multitude with swords and staves, from the chief priests and the scribes and the elders. While Jesus was earnestly praying to God the Father about a matter upon which rested the fate of all humanity, sweating drops of blood from his agony, having heaven draw nearer to him, the disciples were tempted, sorrowful, with heavy eyes pulling them to sleep. And what came next? Jesus was betrayed into the hands of false accusers, from both the religious and secular spheres, while many of his disciples fled in fear for their own lives. We need to be careful now, as the end of all things is before us. We are in the end times now, and closer to the final events than any generation of people ever before. Yet also Satan is trying to lull us into a spiritual slumber, making us easy prey for his devices. Whether we grow tired from a false sense of safety and comfort in this current state of the world that is not our final home, or whether, like the disciples, we grow tired from sorrow, see Luke chapter 22, verse 45. For example, by seeing the rapid spiritual and moral decline of this world around us. Now, more than ever, we need to be awake. Jesus is pleading for us and working on our behalf in heaven above. We should not be spiritually sleeping while Jesus continues to dedicate all of his time and effort towards the salvation of all who are willing to follow him. Although we know that persecution comes next, we should not merely resign ourselves to this fate. If this is a spiritual battle, then we need to fight it in God's strength, to do what we can to push back against the darkness. We have a strong foe that will not yield an inch, but also a more powerful God who exceeds all in wisdom and strength. Trust in God, keep reading the Bible, praying, and following God's commandments. Make a conscious effort to follow after God like your life depends upon it, for truly it does. Eternity is at stake. Keep the faith, hold on, and stay awake.